Valentina Oji is my name. I was born in February. I went to University of Jos. I studied psychology. I worked in 3 different banks over a period of 14-15 years. And then I left banking early 2000. I started this business in 2005, or rather I registered the company in 2004, and I started business in 2006. We've sort of like evolved over the years. Initially it was hotels, then fast foods, very few supermarkets. Now we do major supermarkets. So we're predominantly major supermarkets and local major markets like Mile 12. And basically what we do for Mile 12 is the people who operate there used to bring in chicken from Cotonou. So we also now have our branded chickens in the cartons, just like what's brought in from Cotonou. And we're working with the traders there to sort of like phase out the Cotonou craze and have healthier, homegrown chickens that they've not injected for preservation, to preserve during the course of the journey, the smuggling journey, which sometimes takes days. Pricing is a bit of a challenge because infrastructure is expensive here, and diesel, we all know the cost of diesel, and this business runs on power, you know. So of course it's cheaper to smuggle in chicken from Cotonou than the chicken I produce here, because of course they don't have the power issues we have. If there's a way we can close that gap, that price gap, people wouldn't go through the hassle of smuggling in chicken because they have it available here. We've been able to successfully do that in Mile 12. We're hoping to start with Ijora. It's a pricing war. These are sort of things I expect the government to be looking into, ways to just close that gap. The vision is to be the first wholly owned Nigerian, fully staffed Nigerian chicken processing plant in the country. We have gaps between production dates. I want to have a more predictable production pattern and frequency. So our short-term goal is to cover that gap as much as possible. Our long-term goal is to be the leading processor of chicken in the country. So I'm just going to keep training and reorientating my people till we achieve that vision. I don't believe we need to bring any expatriate in. Basically, to run an establishment like this, you need a lot of patience because I'm having to deal with the farmers who are a major contribution to our work, because if we don't get the birds from them, so I need to manage the relationship between us and the various farms that we do business with. I also need to manage the relationship between our clients, and we have a variety of clients from individuals to large supermarkets to local markets. It's just to be able to balance out. And then also you have staff. So there are 3 major areas that you need to get a good balance on managing relationships with each and every one of them. The most important thing I'll say is, one, to grow organically, but to be very prayerful about different aspects of your business. A lot of men are going to come across like they want to help you. You know, if you don't have a strong character, it's easy to get carried away and think, yes, you know, this is my savior, or, you know. But no, a lot of men don't know how to draw boundaries. So, but I still don't have any regret being a woman. I think life is even actually easier because you would at least get a man's attention. But you also, as a woman, you've got to know how to set boundaries. First of all, if you believe strongly in what you're doing and you understand what you're doing, that's only when it's easy to get by when the challenges come. You've got to have the mindset that you're going to overcome the challenges as opposed to give up when a challenge comes. Don't mix business with pleasure. You've got to separate friendships from business, because sometimes in doing business with a friend, there are gray lines that are crossed. Also, you've got to keep your head above water. Don't bite more than you can chew. And you've got to have a very good lawyer, a very good accountant, so that you know what you're doing and you know where you're at different points in time. I'm playing out my dream. I'm hustling out my dream because I believe I'm moving in a direction I want to. I believe I'm playing out my dream.